Okay. That should be good. Alright. Time for me to just sit down and finally play on the test server. And also, let me put this right here. Yippee, you can actually just see. Alright. Right. Good. Everything's working out just fine. And today I will finally be able to just play on this godforsaken test server. Because I wasn't able to do that yesterday because it was all sorts of messed up. It just kept getting me the error to log in. So, oh yeah, let me just get rid of DDV. I was using DDV just to do testing for the combat blocking video, which I've already done. I did a 1-minute explanation if you haven't seen that already. But yes, I've already did an explanation going over combat blocking and just explaining the basic mechanics of it. So if you want to go ahead and check that one out, spare a minute. Yeah, it literally is right there. Now, today I will just be grinding some mystic gems. Or potentially trying to grind out some mystic gems, see some of the upgrades, how easy/hard it is going to be to upgrade them. I did some testing, well, not some testing, I grinded a little bit yesterday just to see if I could do it, and yes, I could somewhat do it despite being essentially at the bare minimum for stats. You know, 10.6k light. I need to get my litany buff. So let me just do that real quick as well. So let me get mantra. Light incense. Get the mantra litany. Now my light is 10.7k. 10.7k with Berserk Battler. Fully maxed out C4 and yeah. So I am essentially at the bare minimum when it comes to doing long shade. It is still entirely possible to do that. It is not easy, but still doable. I've already done a 3-hour live stream yesterday, just talking about, well, going over the patch notes and just essentially just crashing out like crazy. You know, the usual. Now, for this type of power rank, all you need to do is just focus on getting rid of world bosses. And not only getting rid of world bosses, but also this type of curse skull. These are the easiest curse skulls in the game, swarms. And this should be like your top priority when it comes to just dealing out with... if you're just starting off in long shade. Now this is going to be the best way to actually just get gems at the beginning, or rather in general. Just focusing on curse skull rather than just going on bosses. Curse skull objectives are the easiest objectives out of all of the dungeons. So this is by far the best. And avoid doing 5-star dungeons altogether. And even like avoid doing 3s and 5 stars altogether if you're starting off. So all I want to do is just get Mystic as much as possible. I should have also gotten a maxed out C4 set for my knight, so I could actually just do swaps. Just upgrade my knight. Oh, what the hell? It's definitely not worth going for. This boss is far too strong for this PR. But yeah, that's usually the reason you generally don't do bosses, because bosses do resist more. They take way less damage than Kurtzko. So for the most part, you want to be doing Kurtzkos for the most part. So to that, you need to know what are your swarms, like this one right here. Which kind of sucks, it makes it really inconsistent. Certain dungeons, like, you generally just ignore them for the most part. And this is mostly expecting everyone to know what are the dungeons with swarms. I mean, this is the same thing that you do for any new portal. So if you're just entering a new portal, like let's just say you just reached to 10,000 PR and are doing U9, then you do this exact same thing. You just look for swarm dungeons just to get gem boxes. Hello, how's it going? Welcome. So keep that one in note. Every single time that you're entering into a new portal, in terms of difficulty, doesn't matter which difficulty it is, try to look more for Kurtzko's objectives rather than just looking to do every type of dungeon. And preferably if the Kurtzko objective is swarm, or kill 30 enemies or something like that. If it is like a two-wave Kurtzko like this one, it's debatable, it's doable, but for the most part, you will be just ignoring these. Because you can actually just see how long it takes me to get rid of one of them. So they become increasingly annoying to deal with. Well, love the lag. Let's just hold on. Okay, it's not my internet lagging right now. Yeah, but I need to just do a little bit of a fair warning. For those who don't know, live in Puerto Rico, so we're currently like literally not that far from Puerto Rico. Is there's a literal category 4 hurricane like nearby, so it might be just raining a lot throughout the whole day. Well, in the next like 2 or 3 days, I would say it's going to be just raining almost non-stop. So if I go out of nowhere, or if I start lagging like this, just giving you a fair warning that, yeah, that's going to be a thing that is going to end up happening. I need to look for more swarms. So Medieval Highlands is usually the better biome out of the two for swarms. I don't think that's swarm. No, that's not a swarm. That's not a swarm dungeon. So that will be the type of dungeon that I should be hunting for more. Also, why the hell am I so slow? There's a swarm. Dude. Increasing the block damage on these dungeons is so bad. So you can actually just see the objective, defeat the swarm. Those are swarm dungeons. So kill 30, kill 10 enemies. Those are the one that you should keep track of. You could try kill world bosses because world bosses have the least requirement to get, or the least requirement that you need in order for you to do damage to them. So those are also going to be somewhat helpful. Regular world bosses. It's a nice one. Hello, hello, welcome. You're all about to witness me just struggling. Or essentially just showcasing what is like the bare minimum in long shade. And how can you do long shade to start grinding Mystic. I don't think that's one, I think that's just boss regular curse go. Okay. And a crash. Okay. Final technique. Looking to the right. $50. That's all it took for it to crash. God damn it, Trove. Yes, just the regular adventure worlds. Well, just... What? I hate noisy ass people. Just the elemental worlds, the regular elemental worlds have difficulty 15. So water, air, fire, no cosmics, no geotopside. Which is kind of weird and dumb. There's another swarm over there. But yes, those are going to be the only way for you to get Mystic Lesser Gems. Which, by the way, if there's no Geotasa, it means the only way to get Mystic Cosmic Gems right now is going to be through conversion. You cannot grind regularly. Maybe the empowered gems, maybe that's the only one, but the lesser gems you had to do conversion. I don't know if it will spawn in rotation. I had to double check on that one. That's actually a good. That's actually a good question. I didn't think of that one too much, but I'm pretty sure that that will not count. There's no rotation for topside. I had to double check once it does drop, but I don't think. I think that counts as regular prime. But who knows? Oh, there's a swarm over there. But as far as I know, um, the other ones are the geo topside is not there. No difficulty 15 topside. Just water, air, and fire. Hey, Prime 101. There's also Swarm. Thank you. The other funny thing is that you also get Uber 11 or difficulty 14 gem boxes as well. So you get both the D15, D14. Which is kind of crazy. So a quick observation that I've noticed is that getting gem sparks is far easier than you would think with this update. So upgrading gems using primal gem shards shouldn't be too difficult, because crystal gems are common drops from these boxes. They are not uncommon drop, they're common. So they will drop essentially every single box. Almost every single box. So that means that you should be able to get a lot of gem sparks, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So that's one thing that I've noticed. Mystic gems are rare only. This is not a swarm. And neither of these, neither is this one. You can still get gem dust from these boxes, which is kind of dumb. So it means that you can just go ahead and go like, oh, and just get like gem dust. So you can see, you can get gem sparks, so gem dust, which is kind of dumb. Why the hell is this even here? But yeah. Yeah, you can get a lot of like of these gems in particular. You can get a lot of crystal gems. One thing that I do not like is the fact that you have to destroy all of the gems one by one. Hopefully that gets fixed, because that's going to be annoying to do every single time. Yeah, definitely. Outside of that, this is also going to make, if for some reason no one has like maxed out or level 30 crystal gems, this is going to make them much easier, much more attainable if you do have another character. If you have a character that is strong enough that can do long shake quite fast, and if you have patron saddle, which is another thing that I need to keep in mind, that yeah. Any information about Mr. Gear Drop from Gearcrafter's Vault? As far as I know, people have been speculating, not speculating, saying that it drops from 50,000 power rank. But I cannot confirm nor deny because I don't have anything to test that one out. So if I had anything to properly do testing, then yeah, I would tell you, but right now, don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will drop from 50k. But again, I never take everything 100% for granted unless I see it myself. I've been so many times that people just go, oh yeah, no, you can get it from here. And then I try and you can never get it. And it's actually a complete lie. So skeptical, yes, but well, whatever. Used to play, yeah, I mean, a lot of people were. And unfortunately, due to the direction that this game has been going for lately, yeah, this kind of sucks. Also, why the hell do I even have Trailblazing? Hey, whatever, give me Beamer or something. I can do a little bit more damage. Is that a world boss? No, that's not a world boss. Yeah. Which to me is kind of dumb. It should have been 40. Like, to me, Mystic Gear drops should be 45,000. And C5 should be 40,000, so it would just make more sense. So that people would have enough light to do long shade at 40,000. Rather than just being like, oh yes, I need maxed out crystal gems. Essentially. Or max light crystal gem, because by the way, I do have, even though I am essentially at the bare minimum, I still have max light on my lesser gem. Like, these are 100%. This gem is 100% augmented. This one is almost 100%. This one is essentially 100%. So I did fully augment those gems. And I do have Permatorch, max out C4. In my own personal opinion, it should be like Crystal level 5 should drop at 40,000 power rank, so everyone could just get more light just to enter into Longshade. And Mystic should be 45. Because people who are 45,000 power rank are already in the end game, essentially. So it would make more sense to have Mystic, the end game equipment, 45. Can I get a swarm dungeon? Usually for speed farming, I don't like swarms because they are slower. They're the slowest dungeon, but they're the easiest. Can you die? Once I actually just get at least some mystic gems, I will probably try to swap to using the knight, because I am more curious to see also the knight. The knight is, for swarm dungeons, knight is just way better. At the very least, I can see a lot of people just getting a lot of Gear Crafters Vault by doing this. because long shade drops what 5, 6 or the gear crafters vault, so people are just going to end up having like easily thousands upon thousands of those vaults. What the hell? Forgot about those structures. What the hell? Please, a swarm. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two swarms. Nice. Nice. Lovely lag. Good night. But yeah, I am curious because as far as I know, the leveling curve for Mystic seems to be roughly the same as Crystal up until level 28, if I recall, because I believe after level 28 it starts using the Mystic gem conversion, which is dumb to think about because it means you had to there's no point in just getting primal gem shards. I mean, it should have been like after 30, 31 where Mystic starts becoming more different than Crystal, so but yeah, I wanna do some. I wanna switch to using the knight, but the problem is I cannot do switching right now because I don't have max out C4 weapon or melee, and my class gem. That's the other thing. My class gem. So I still need at least one mystic so I can have enough power rank to enter here. Because the class gem on this character is level 30 and it's almost maxed out in terms of like augmentation. So I will say one thing. Mystic Gem seems to be not that great. Hopefully hopefully I'm wrong, but this doesn't feel like the crystal gems in the slightest. Because the crystal gem, the thing is with crystal gem is like they were a noticeable upgrade to stellar gems even from level 1. From my understanding, mystic gem seems to be roughly the same as crystal gem. Even all the way until level 30, that's when it becomes different. I need to do the gem forge. Let me see, how many boxes do I even have? I got 15. So I am getting closer and closer to, because I want to do a comparison between a level 1 crystal versus a level 1 mystic, see if they actually have the same amount of stats at level 1. Looking for swarm, that is a swarm. There we go. Yeah, roughly, I believe it was like 54.3, I think it was. I don't remember if it was something like that. It was a little over 54,000, yeah. Honestly, they should make it like 55. Possible to get to 55k. Gonna be honest. But yeah, whatever. So they can just so we can use the new sigil, the brand new sigil that they dropped in. $14K base light. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. That's pretty crazy. 14,000 light. That's on buff. That's not counting Berserk. That's not counting. I would assume that's also counting Litany buff. I don't know. But if it's not, then that's also not counting Litany buff. Yeah, 50,000. 50,000 is a little bit much. Yes. 55,000, from what I've seen, it looks quite nice. Looks like it makes sense. But the 50,000 does look a little bit much right now. How many cubits does it cost to block? We don't know. Not yet. By the way, if anyone is just curious, I am... Before anyone just has anything regarding behind the scenes, I don't have the content creator program. Like at all. I do not have the content creator program, so I don't have any of the inside info. So in many cases, I am discovering this same way as everyone else. That's just how it is. I don't have any behind the scenes or anything. I am just your average player that records and do stuff on the YouTubes. Yeah, 55 KPR. 55 KPR makes sense for the 1000 mastery. That's crazy to think. 1000 mastery is just... Oh my. 1000 total mastery is just like, what the hell? And I will say it's becoming increasingly quite difficult to do that on at least on Xbox for me, considering that credits are just way too expensive. And they keep dropping like store packs and whatnot. Like over the past like what week or two, I had to get, how much was it? Like 8,000 credits. PTA is I for me and a few others in the Everdark now, and I get stuck in the login screen when the... Yeah, that's what the thing that happened to me yesterday. Well, not in the Everdark, but I got not stuck, but I couldn't play. I was just essentially stuck in the loading. I got kicked in the hub. Yeah, 1000 mastery is just a little bit too crazy. Especially like free to play. Oh, that's lag. Especially as in the free to play part of Trove, at least on Xbox or probably also on PlayStation, is very, very difficult because credit pushes are way too expensive. I know you can make quite a bit of flux, but not everyone's just buying everything. How much light do I have right now? 10.7k, so 10,700 something. Without Sir Battler, so with Sir Battler that would be 11.4. Yeah, it's becoming increasingly very, very difficult to do that. Because making flux is not, it's not like you can just put something, get 50 mil. Like people are already just buying everything a little bit lower price. So making flux nowadays is, for certain materials, is not as easy. And not everyone's just buying everything again. They're just buying some stuff. But the thing is, credit prices just are well over 10, 15, and even sometimes 20 mil. And it's really, really difficult. Like if you want to get like a store pack, you have to spend like what, like 50 to 100 mil. Even sometimes more. The hell should I even go for? Let me just grab this, I don't know. And then combine that with the amount of store pack that they keep dropping. It's very, very difficult. I mean, if I had like the content creator program, probably I would have gotten those for free, because that usually seems to be the case. But I don't have the creator program, and so I have to grind it normally. And I spend, how much was it? Like 600 million flux on credits just to get everything. All of the recent store packs. What was it? Like something like that. It was like 600 something mil. Damn, that is rough. I don't buy this store pack because I'm a cheap bastard, and The YouTube stuff doesn't give enough money for me to actually just do that consistently. Sorry to say that, just being honest. Ooh. I ran out of flasks just using flasks consistently. Is there a cornerstone nearby by any chance? Oh, there's one over there. Okay, there is a flask, so I can get burst. Please, give me my flask. Like, I did grind this on my personal account, like regular long shading on Xbox, and doing dungeons is pretty easy, so shouldn't be too difficult. Hold on, let's see. You, get the hell out of here. I should have close, if not enough for a karma bar. Oh, it looks just like a stellar. There's the mystic, by the way. Getting quite a bit of 3 stars. 720, 710, 718. Okay, let me do a comparison. Okay, so Mystic is 44. I think it's the same. So max health, fist crit damage. Anyone same stat? Whatever, the same. Yeah, it's the same. But for some reason, this one is like really low. PR. They're practically the same gem. So Mystic gems are just essentially crystal gem with 5 more levels. Wait, I do have a main account. Yes, I do have an Xbox account that is essentially maxed out. Like almost maximum mastery. All I'm missing is like a couple of items, and I got everything in the game. But no, this is just my PC account. I barely just play on this account. I mean, you can just try it. They recently changed the servers. So now it's much more consistent, but it's still Trove at the end of the day. Still kind of laggy. So, okay. So let me get this straight. This is a level 1 Mystic. New rarity. Highest tier in the game. Look at the amount of PR that it grants me. 566. Just because the percentage are like really, really freaking bad. 21, 6, and 30. We'll do a comparison that, let's see, did I even get a crystal that bad? 541, 11, 1, and 10. So yeah, it's roughly the same. Oh, there's another one with it. Pretty much almost exactly the same PR. 34 and 18. 21, 6, and 30. 36, 21. That is 57. 34, that's 52. Yeah, it's roughly like... It's roughly the same. So there's a 52. This is a total 52. There's a total of 57. No, this is a bad Mystic in general. But that doesn't change the fact that this is the same as Crystal. This is supposed to be a tier above Crystal. This should not have the same PR or stats as a crystal gem. Just saying. This does not seem like an upgrade. You can easily just tell, let me just put this and this. These are two gems roughly in the same spectrum, and this one was way easier to obtain than this one, and getting past level 35 or past level 30 is going to cost you like a lot of resources, as far as I know. So this gem in particular is just really bad. How much do you get from loot collecting though? Let me check. Yep. It also loot collects into the same thing as a, this is just crystal with 5 more levels. Ay, Dios mío. So let me get this straight. Mystic Gems is a rare drop from difficulty 15, the highest portal in the game currently. And once you actually get it, it has the exact same stats as a crystal gem, something that you can get 30,000 power rank. And it is also a common drop from Longshade. The only difference is that Mystic Gem has 5 more levels. And those 5 more levels cost a lot of resources. This is the same thing as Crystal Gear. Mystic Gear, sorry. Where you spend so much resources to get from max LC5 to base Mystic, and you literally get absolutely nothing. Like you get like what, like 2 power rank, and that's it. Okay, so let me collect everything, and let me upgrade it. Let's see how much it costs. Let's see if it is something easier. God damn, this is going to be annoying as hell to do every single time. How long did I have to? I essentially just didn't even play yesterday. I was there for more than 3 hours. It took me like what, like 3 or 4 hours to actually just finally log in, because I literally ended. I waited 3 hours, especially during stream. No, 4 hours in total, including the 1 hour before stream. And then, what was it, like half an hour later, it was finally when I was able to log in. It took me like way past 4 hours or something ridiculous. Anyways, let me just upgrade this gem. Hold on, let me get a crystal gem. Let me grab a crystal gem. Whatever. Here. First of all, does it cost exactly the same thing as a crystal gem? 121. Just a lot more flux. So yeah, just a lot more flux per upgrade. Um, 212. 240. Not even the large upgrades are different. It's the same gem. It's literally the exact same gems. Okay. Let me just upgrade all the way to 15. Okay, how much is it? This is 42 per hour. Why even bother? I know it's going to be this also really bad PR, even for a crystal. Yeah, 42. And for some reason it gives two different stats. That might be like the only difference. This one only gives one, this one gives two stats. Same PR. Let me grab a gem with similar stats. That's my mystic. No, it's the same. Yeah, the same. You also get the double stats as well here. So it's not that different. So it's the same. You get the same stats. I'll get rid of you. We upgrade this 2 gems. So this is what, 105 power rank? Yeah, same, 105 PR. Okay, 2 sparks at 25. Wait, doesn't this one cost 1 sparks for a crystal? So this one costs more to upgrade. Okay. Alright. So it costs more to upgrade than a crystal gem. Why? It's the same gem, essentially, first of all. How much does it cost per attempt? Or does it grant any notable increase? Nope, exactly the same bar. Yep. So the attempts are more expensive and they give the exact same pro. Okay. Alright, let me just use 5. 3. Ay, Dios mío. I am going to lose it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just facepalming right now. Jesus Christ. Mind you, this is practically the same gen. I didn't even realize how much PR. How much PR do you get per upgrade? Ow. Ow. 42. Same. It's the same. I don't know why I even bother. It's 42. So it is just as difficult to upgrade a Mystic Gem past level 25. So there's no difference. It's more expensive, in fact. and it grants the exact same PR and stats. So in other words, this is a worse crystal gem. All the way until level 35. Why even bother? This is equally as difficult. Let me see something. And it gives the same. Look, a good thing is that getting gem sparks is not difficult. Thank God. So you can easily just get the gem sparks back. But why? Why is it more expensive than a crystal gem? The gem that you collect like crazy to upgrade? Oh my. Hold on, I got a phone call. All right. Force you to use converter as it's cheaper to make. Yeah, even though it's completely dumb. Because at the end of the day, most normal people, just as a reminder, most normal people have problems already to level up a crystal gem to level 30. And they basically just gave us crystal gems 2. Why the hell am I lagging? Oh. Right. Right. They really need to think about this. This is not even an upgrade. This reminds me of when crystal gems got added. Like when crystal gems got added, they were so unbelievably bad, it was not even funny. But to me, this is just far worse, because at least crystal gems felt like an upgrade because it was easier to level up. But this one is just... I mean, it shouldn't feel like a crystal gem. It shouldn't feel like the same as something that happened 3 years ago. It's like they should have learned by now. Why the hell do you advertise something as like, oh yes, you're getting now more powerful? In what way? We're getting more powerful. 5 levels that most people are not even going to bother getting. You should get more PR from the get-go. And more stats from the get-go. And it should be easier to reach to level 30. So that players are not forced to using stupid gem boosters. Or wait for gem booster, because no one's going to be dumb enough to actually just spend money for gem boosters. This is bad. And I know someone's just gonna be like, oh, you're complaining too much. I give you literally proof. Literal proof on how bad it is. What more do you want? You see it right in front of your face. Who is this for? Anyways. And you know that now it makes sense that a conversion for a lesser gem, converting a level 30 crystal gem and converting into a level 30 mystic gem literally doesn't give you any stats. It makes a lot of sense. I thought it was a typo. No, it was not a typo. It literally is that. You literally get absolutely no stats. There's no stat different from a lesser cosmic and a lesser... No, lesser cosmic. Lesser crystal and a lesser mystic. So practically speaking, right now, as it stands right now, if you want to get yourself mystic gems, mind you, this is an upgrade. If you want to grind everything, it means that you essentially have to do all of the things that you did for the crystal gems. Because you're not getting any stat increase. You are just essentially avoiding conversion by doing that. So in other words, you still need to spend resources like gem boosters to get to level 30, the same place that you were before the conversion, or before getting the mystic gem in the first place. It's literally a copy paste from crystal gems. Yes. They just essentially slapped 5 levels onto it, gave it the same, what is it, like the same stat increase that you would get normally, like something like from level 25 to level 30, and then just call it a day. Because that is what it is. It literally is. Level 30 to 35 is the same as a level 25 to 30 in terms of stat increase and PR. And everything before that is the same as crystal gems. That's mystic gem right now. Oh yeah, no, not only is it mystic gems, it is more expensive than crystal gem. It's not only like regular crystal gem, is more expensive than crystal gem, which I would assume, something tells me, because it do be like that if you upgrade past level 28, normally it would take you primal gem shard. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to take mystic gem shards instead of primal gem shard. Oh, what the hell? Just got one of these. I wouldn't be surprised. And for those who don't know what is a mystic gem shard, let me go into where the hell it's it. From 28 to 35 it costs mystic. So yes. So primal gem shard is this one. This is the one that you normally need for crystal gem past level 28. Mystic gem shard is 5 times the amount of that one. It's the same but 5 times more expensive. I'm sorry. Mystic gem shard should not even be in the game. It should be primal gem shards. First of all. Because it makes absolutely no sense to have a resource only used for 2 levels for crystal gems. And then just add a brand new gem and ignore that resource altogether. Like, what's the point of just having it in the first place? What, for conversion? Like, woohoo. Like, for crystal gem conversion, not regular mystic gem conversion. It's just bloated design. It makes no sense. Yeah, it's like 6 mil of each gem dust. Yes, 6 million of each gem dust for one attempt. That is not even like for one upgrade. That's for one attempt on level 28 all the way to 35. So you're spending 6 mil gem dust for an attempt for level 28 just to get the same stat that you would get for a crystal gem. I'll be right back. There's something to check on the... Oh, I am dead. I need to... Let me just go outside for a little bit. Hold on. I'll be right back. I am back. I got some food. Hold on, let me check. Let me eat this biscuit real quick. Not that hungry right now. I'll save that for later. All right. So, okay. I got it ready. I got everything ready. I need to check some stuff up. Oh god, I thought that my whole stream crashed for a bit. Can people log in into the PTS? I mean, some of them can. Some of them have errors regarding the test server. Like I had problems logging into the test server yesterday. Yeah, you will be essentially just stuck in the login. It says AS login and it will just say, oh yeah, no, it is on maintenance, even though it isn't. Then yeah. Okay, let me just read some stuff here on chat and just see what, if there's anything that I need to talk. Whatever. Someone finally found me streaming. Oh, hey, welcome. I love how they wanted to test this update, but only like 10% of the player base can actually test anything. Honestly, not even 10%. I would probably say even like 5% or less. It's gonna be so real. This is essentially, what is it, live server 2.0 with infinite credits and qubits. That's just how it is. Se pueden farmear las nuevas gemas, sí, pero no vale la pena, casi. Las nuevas gemas son basura. Son básicamente lo mismo que Crystal, pero con 5 niveles más. Y hasta son más caros para subir. Dan el mismo power rank, mismo stats. Hasta el 31, que es cuando cambia. Y solo se pueden farmear aire, agua y fuego. No cosmic. Cosmic no hay topside todavía. Anyways. If you have less than 12,000 light, you can just stick to life and wait for the update, essentially. Or just be a psychopath like me that is just struggling to get it just because I wanted to do testing. That's literally the only reason why I'm on the tester. It always happens. Like I could barely do some testing on some of the other stuff regarding this. Usually whenever they just drop in an update that is somewhat tied to the end game, I usually just ignore everyone else. It's like, oh yes, do you want to test our new stuff? Well, just grind everything just to get to the certain point that you can just do the testing. And then you just spend so long doing just that. And once you actually finally are able to test, it's like almost 2 days before the update even releases. So you essentially just spend so much time to wait for a new update. Son igual que sí, básicamente la misma basura. Es lo mismo. Hicieron la misma basura que hicieron con Mystic Gear. Que sigue siendo igual que Crystal Level 5 hasta que le empieza a poner la maldita estrella. Yep. Yeah, here, go ahead, test this out. But you need to grind to get to this point. Oh, yes. Here you go. Have fun testing this out. And then you just spend grinding. Oh, nice. Like a week and a half later. Oh, yeah, the update is just going to come out. You don't give any feedback because you were spending all of your time grinding to even do the testing. Because they expect every single player to have those. They expect... This is what I keep saying. They just drop updates thinking that every single player is... Again, I don't want to sound all goody two-shoes, but... No, not even goody two-shoes. Like, essentially, I don't want to sound like, oh my god, I am big alpha male. But... I've said this multiple times. People like me are not the normal. We are the exception. We are in the end game because we spend so much in this game. You cannot put update catering towards us. Because you're hurting literally everyone else that is not normal. That is normal. We are not normal. Plain and simple. We are not normal. Stop dropping update thinking that, oh, we don't want these super end game, late game players to just finish the update in 2 days. We are going to do that regardless. Just we have so many resources, like you have no idea. Why is everyone else have to be shut down immediately just because we have everything? Because, again, even if it costs something like 30,000 cubits to do a conversion, I could easily just do a conversion for my knight easily. For my knight, my shadow hunter, and even my ice age. I could do a full conversion of all of those 3 characters if it costs 30,000 qubits per conversion. I have 1.7 million qubits. I could easily do that. But that doesn't mean that everyone has 1.7 mil qubits. Right? It just doesn't make any sense. They keep dropping in stuff thinking that everyone is maxed out because the vocal majority of the people that are especially in Discord servers are usually the maxed out players. Plain and simple. The majority of the people that usually just talk on Discord servers are usually the players that can test it out, which are usually the maxed out players. So more often than not, they usually just take the feedback from those players and then cater the update towards those players rather than just catering towards like the regular player base. That's why whenever I mention a good all-around update is the Gear Crafters update. Gear Up to me is one of the better updates outside of Crystal Level 5 because Crystal Level 5 sucks ass. But and yeah, also Crystal Level 5 has all of the same problems that I did mention before. With like catering towards like the end game player rather than just catering towards like the regular player base, but that's beside the point. But the Gear Up patch was really good because what it did is just essentially change the whole gear crafting or the whole gear progression, and it helps out all players from the beginning all the way to the end. The fact that you can essentially grind out Crystal Level 4 prior to 30,000 power rank, allowing you to get to 30,000 power rank much easier. Grinding consistent Crystal Level 4s even past 30,000 power rank, so you can just build up some like multiple characters. Getting all of the resources to upgrade outside of Nitro. Those gear. You can easily just see like the big picture. Like it's really good. Like outside of Crystal Level 5, which once again sucks ass because is literally like all of the problems that I keep mentioning. Oh, people have insane amount of Nitro. Let's just make it insanely expensive in Nitro and Forge Fragments. Oh, you were complaining that it is too expensive? Oh, let's just make it more expensive. That's what ended up happening with Crystal 5. Because it was cheaper. And then for some reason, people were just saying, no, it is too expensive. And they just, instead of making it cheaper, they just made it more expensive. And that's the Crystal Level 5 that we have right now. And it's the same thing with everything. Trials of Luxion. Why does everything cost so much Dragon Coin? Because the endgame player has thousands upon thousands of Dragon Coins that are just crazy and also dupes. Dupes and endgame players. We have way too many Dragon Coins. What happened? They just made everything super expensive in Dragon Coins. The tutorial update. Oh boy, we made a new tutorial for the newer players, and the tutorial update, frankly speaking, just sucks. I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's gonna be so real with you. It just sucks. Like, it might help out a little bit here and there, but that's just like, okay. Yeah, the tutorial literally all it does is it tells you, hey, this is how to get to this point. This is how you craft. This is how you get Soul Sebastian. This is how you get into a mount. This is the outpost. This is how you complete a dungeon, which by the way tells you in the Cubesley questline, which is the questline literally after the tutorial questline, literally teaches you exactly that. It teaches you about outposts and dungeons, so it is kind of redundant that it teaches you the exact same thing that teaches you in the next quest. And and it teaches you what, like about loot collector and changing styles. That's about it. That's the whole tutorial. The whole tutorial is just crafting some stuff, going into an outpost, complete a dungeon, and change loot collector and change style, and grab chase stone. UP, which I believe also the Cubesley questline tells you to grab chase stone as well. Not 100% sure, but I believe it also tells you that. So pointless and redundant in many cases. It's not that good of a tutorial. Like, it's serviceable. It does help, but it's just like you spend a whole update for that. Like, it doesn't teach you about the gem system. That is the Gemsley questline, which is a questline that was before the tutorial update. That teaches you about all of the elemental worlds, all a gem reroller, gem augmentation. It gives you a full set of gems to give you like a head start. Like, that is essentially a good quest in my personal opinion. PTS quest, GeoQuest is broken. Oh, that is tragic. That is really tragic. What the hell? I love the connection. What do you get if you look like Mr. Gems? Yes, the same as Crystal. Exact same thing. Is again, Mystic Gem is literally Crystal Gem, but with 5 levels extra. Exact same PR, exact same stats. The only difference is 5 levels plus 30. Exact same resources from loot collecting. Everything is the exact same. It's the same gem. Is so bad. It's unreal. But yes, everything related to Mystic Gems is the same as Crystal. It's exactly the same. Everything below level 30 is just Crystal Gem. There's nothing different. No more PR, no more stats. It costs the exact same thing to upgrade until level 25, where for some reason it's more expensive than crystal gems, despite giving the same stats. And then level 28, it uses Mystic Gem Sparks, which is 5 times more expensive than Primal Gem Shards, while giving the exact same stats. I'm pretty sure like you can solo it. It's just very difficult. Like I have soloed the Depths Delve biome, but it's incredibly difficult. Like on my main account, I have solo Depths Delve biome, but it takes way too long. Right now, the only difference is 31 to 35 because level 30 Crystal, level 30 Mystic is the same too. So 31 to 35 is the only difference. So yes, everything past level 30, of course. At least on lesser gems and power gems, as far as I know, level 30 is just very, very slightly more, but getting Mystic and power gems, might as well just not even bother. Probably. Probably, yeah. It is. The Trove developers is literally do, yeah, they literally do whatever the hell they want. They don't even listen to the player feedback, not even take into account. You know you can get Mystic Gem from the Everdark. I haven't tested that one out, but I am afraid to actually just go into the Everdark right now. Because that's the thing, class gems. How the hell are you supposed to get Mystic class gem? But I am afraid to actually just go into multiple loadings and then risk getting stuck, essentially, on loadings. Also, you can get empowered gems or class gems, Mystic class gems. That's interesting. Might give it a go. Might give it a go later. Not now. Okay. Can you, like, not do that? Oh my god, the lag. I just want to chill for a little bit and just mainly just chat. For the most part. I mean, I saw all I needed to see. Also, by the way, yes, okay. Where's my Draco? 35. 80. Yeah. Okay. 2.25. Yeah, this is what I would expect then. Okay. And that's a problem where the game is going on. Yeah, in the current situation, the devs don't even care. Again, they're just dropping stuff. Maybe just say, oh, yeah, we gave some feedback, listening into the feedback, and then just leave. Try to rush in the update and then just ignore it and then just drop in the newest update. That is going to be equally as bad. Rather than just taking the opportunity to actually just focusing on fixing this stuff, they're just doing everything, every single thing that is just bad. The fact that you can get 300 gem dust as an uncommon, that's diabolical work. I wouldn't be surprised if people, when this update drops, people are going to level up all of these gems to 25 just to get the most amount of gem sparks possible. Yeah, the problem is that, you know, this music is getting a little bit too loud. Sorry. Yes, golden gem keys are also not allowed. But yes, the thing is with the Shadow Hunter, it's like it doesn't work really well for long. Well, many characters doesn't work really well for long shade. Yeah, it's. But especially a character like the Shadow Hunter, where it's all about like quick burst damage. Like the Shadow Hunter can do fine. It's not as terrible as some people make it out to be. I've used the Shadow Hunter 47,000 power rank and I can do just fine in long shade, but in comparison to something like the Boomeranger, even Solarian, and some other classes, like the Shadow Hunter just starts to fall a little bit behind. Shadow Hunter is definitely just built as a speed farmer, definitely for sure. It's one of those classes that when it comes to speed farming, it is, to me, still the best speed farming class in the game for lower portals. It's far too easy, it's far too easy and still way too fast. But the problem is that being a single target character doesn't help out really well, especially when a lot of enemies are going to be very, very tanky. And the thing is with the Boomeranger is not only the burst damage is really high, it also has really good AoE crowd control, so it just helps out in stuff like curse skulls and bursting down bosses. That's why it's like so good. The thing is with the Shadow Hunter, being single target, it just doesn't help out the character really well unless you are like doing this and just having all of the enemies below you, but besides that, they're still not that great. So yeah, used to use the Neon Ninja and the thing I made for a while and it became unbearable. It just went to the boomer. Yeah, makes sense. I personally use the Knight and I can still do 5-star dungeons relatively quickly. GG's. GG's for me. I'm gonna be selfish on that one, just be like, yes. Thank God for Knight basic attack being extremely OP. Plus plus. Challenger perfectly balanced in terms of DP as well. Being very mobile and ranged. Yeah, that's why I don't think it should get a buff. In terms of like damage output, I don't think it should get a buff. I think it's just perfectly fine. I think it just needs a better AoE, in my own personal opinion, at least when it comes to the basic attack. Just maybe slightly more hit detection against multiple enemies, because just right now with one it just doesn't work really well. Especially comparing it to like the non-class gen, which can go through enemies, and this one cannot go through enemies for some reason, which is a very weird decision. And that's such an auto that you mean, yeah, Boomeranger's Cyclone is really good. The thing is with Cyclone or the Boomeranger basic attack is just that effect is just that good, but the basic attack is... I'm gonna be... Look, I'm gonna be that one guy. I don't care if like any Boomeranger main out there is gonna get triggered. The basic attack of the Boomeranger kinda is not that great. It only helps it out, at least on melee. And also same with bow, but with melee, it's really not that great. It's only good if you combine it with Cyclone because of that effect. But outside of that, like the basic attack, in terms of damage output, is not that good. You miss the old Shadowhunter ultimate ability. Well, it's honestly kind of the same. The old ultimate ability on Shadowhunter, Sacred Arrow, not Sacred Arrow, Arrow of the Goddess. That was a pretty hilarious ability. Just throwing down one big arrow that would just absolutely delete anything that comes into contact with. That was hilarious. That was a really funny ability. Sacred Arrow, I mean, right now is okay. Especially after getting the whole DPS. Certain classes, however, need to be tuned down. Boomeranger's chicken stacking, Solaris damage over time scaling, definitely Ice Age class gen being worse. Yeah. Kind of agree. The Boomeranger chicken stacking, like the fact is that still many people don't realize how strong the chickens really are. The chickens that got buffed, but it doesn't say in the patch notes on the Boomeranger reward, so a lot of people don't know how strong they really are. So they still think, oh no, the chickens are not that good. No, they are absolutely busted as hell. They do like what, like 9 times damage per chicken. It's like, what the hell? That's not counting the one from the ult, the big chicken that you can spawn on ult. You can have 6 chickens for the most part. Or like regular from the class gym. It does so much damage. The Solarian damage over time scaling definitely is also another thing. But the damage over time, at least on Solarian, I don't have too much of an issue being as strong as it is. And Ice Age just being Ice Age essentially with the multi-explosion with class gym. Yeah, the Arrow of the Goddess with the new servers would work really well. I've never had too much issue with the ultimate with the connection on Trove, so I played a whole lot with the ultimate ability with consistent hit detection. And it was marvelous. It would literally just delete bosses. You can literally just go into a dungeon, just delete a boss before anything and anyone. It was really good. It was actually really good. Especially also for speed farming, it was really good. Actually, I also have videos about it too. Yeah, the chickens that spawn on ult, like the small ones, don't get buffed. I didn't get buffed, which it was extremely weird that the Classian one did get buffed. But yeah, there's the one for the urn. I believe they do 2 times damage. I think they do 2. I don't think they do 3. I think they do 2 times damage. I think they do 2 times damage, and the Clash one that does 9 times damage, which is just dumb. I don't remember. I need to double check on the damage output on the Clash chickens. But I don't know if those got increased also in the rework. Because they were 1 times damage for the longest time, 1.5. And they got buffed. I believe they got buffed on Shadowy Spotlight and rework. I don't remember too well. I need to double check all of those patch notes. But yeah, the class gem chickens just do so much damage. It's unreal. Yep. Per chicken, and you can have 6 of them. Oh la la. Yeah, you can stack so many of them. Like with the big one, like you can go absolutely dumb with the BR. But unfortunately, yeah. That's just how it is. Like, I don't mind the character being really, really strong for DPS. But the fact that it is still also solid for dungeon grinding, that's the thing that is kind of bothering me. If I'm being honest. Like, it's not that great for speed farming. It's okay, like, at best. But outside of that, it's like really, really strong. Especially now that the game is catering towards more long shade with this update. Yeah. Speaking of class rebalancing, jeez Louise. Can we talk about this stupid class rebalancing that we got right now? We haven't gotten a class rebalancing since 2022. Alright, dude, have a good one. But yeah, that class rebalancing was like... what? Yeah, I guess. There's so many questionable decisions in here. I mean, drop this. I don't know. Let me just go to Waterwell. To wait until the topside rotations. 2 or 3 Valentine. Yeah. Gunslinger's ult. Like, to me, is Gunslinger's ult, Pirate Captain's turrets, and what's the other one? I don't even remember. I don't even think, like, not even the basic attack from Draco is even that good. Like it makes it out to be. People go, oh my god, 50% damage increase, but yeah, 50% of ass is still ass. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Might be big GG's. Might be GG's for me as well. I mean, I already saw all I needed to see. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like I needed to see anything else. Oh no. And we're stuck on the login. Yeah, that's it. GG's. ETS is broken again for me. God damn. Well, I needed. I saw all I needed to see. Let me. I'll go to live server. I don't know. Whatever. There you go. I saw those. God damn. How many are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 of them. Yeah, there are 15 of them. That is perfectly balanced indeed. That is incredibly sad. Dude, also inventory. Please, just give us more inventory spaces. God damn, this is so annoying. Why the hell does it cost 500 to get 1? Or to get 5 inventory spaces? How much do credit pouches even cost on PC? 3.2 mil. 3.2 mil to per credit pouch on PC. I almost bought it. I just saw 3 mil and I was like, ooh, it's low price, gimme. and I was like, oh wait, this is PC, this is not console. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, that is so sad. Just had to change the title to test server is broken again. Because GG's. You know what? Yeah, no, I was gonna just log in onto Xbox, but I already did my dailies on Xbox. just before this stream. Oh, honestly, there isn't a lot of things for me to discuss no more. But yeah, once again, I've already did a short 1-minute video on the channel just talking about the combat blocking. That's why I'm not discussing it here. I've already made a whole video about it. It's not even that whole thing is not even that great. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it's just a small 19. Yeah. Yep. On top of just multi-stacking, on top of all of the ultimate ability bursts. Yep, class is just perfectly balanced. Indeed. It is indeed perfectly balanced. Yeah, there isn't a lot of things for me to just talk about anymore. Mystic Gear sucks. Mystic Gem sucks. Well, both of them suck. Trove's this whole update has been making me just lose hope completely to the point that I just don't even want to post content in this game anymore. Jeez. Just make me want to just feel like moving on because it's like, oh yes, we're just being ignored. What's the point in doing the content for this goddamn game? It feels so. It just doesn't feel good to do. I will probably, once I'm done with once everything here is done and I'm done with my 0 to 30,000 powering video, I'll make a decision if I will probably just change my approach on YouTube. And then potentially, maybe, who knows if I will continue to do this or not. Yes, I just reached to a breaking point. I'm gonna be honest. Like every single update that I check this, like I feel more and more disappointed. Even though my expectations are so low, for some reason, it still ends up being, I end up being disappointed. I don't know how the hell did they manage to do that, but they do. Give me this. Is there a way to see how much time you got left on Patreon? No. Would have been nice if you could literally just check right here on the Patreon logo or something. But I just I want to be optimistic. I want to be excited or hyped and just be like, oh yeah, this is it good? But at the same time, I'm just like, nah. 1 week of patron. That's nice if that's the case. Whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. Patron to a lot of people is broken because they bought so many 30-day patron pass and stack up on each other, so they have years upon years of patron status. At least on console. I don't know so much about PC. Probably the same thing. I don't know. It's so sad. I wanna do content, but at the same time I am like every single time that I just post something is at least Trove related. There's always this couple of people say, "Oh, this game, do people still play it? Oh my god, that game lul. Oh, no player base or this and that." It's just like, okay. Kind of enough enjoyable to play. And it's just that honestly, in many cases, I don't blame them saying no that. It's not like I'm just going to try to defend, no, game is not dead, game is good, and I don't blame you if you think of that. All of these updates have been so bad consistently for the past, I will say, 2 years. Since 2023, updates have been 90% bad. I think the only good update that we got ever since 2023 was Gear Up. And that was it. Rising Tides was kinda ass. Because Mystic Gear, obviously. Depths Del Biome. The new plans. And Rune Anvil being a wasted potential. And that's about it with Rising Tides. Kraken update, I don't need to explain why is it so bad. The tutorial update is just empty. Okay. Trials of Luxon, again, I don't need to explain why the hell that is so bad. Made even a whole video dedicated on that one. On both of them, both the tutorial and the Trials of Luxon. And now with this block party update, like, oh, Mystic Gem is just crystal gems with 5 more levels, which is more expensive to upgrade. A class rebalancing that feels really empty, and a block mechanic that just sucks ass. Yeah, so Sunrise was a really good update, but that was 2022, so yeah. 2022 to me was like a really, really solid year for the game. We got Shadowy Spotlight, we got Sunrise, and we got Rising Tide, not Rising Tide, Reeling in the Stars. Which is arguably good or bad depending on who you look at it, because fetching. But the star chart is a good thing, but poorly executed. But it is pretty decent. At least those 3 updates just... Sunrise was at least really good, and Shadowy Spotlight was definitely good. But 2023 we got Gunslinger Rework, which was the Feast and Feline with the tax update, which was horrible. Fluxion, which was Fluxion. What else did we get? We got the titles update, which again, and then punches and potions. Like, oh, sure. I don't know. I also wondered that as well. And 2024, we got Gear Up. I'm going based off memory. I don't remember. Like, I need to double check. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I think it was Gear Up, Rising Tides, Kraken, and Tutorial Update. I believe those were all of the updates that we got on 24. Where is Trosaurus? Trosaurus. Updates. Gear Up, Rising Tides, Kraken, and Tutorial, yeah. And then 2025 is Trials Deluxe and now Block Party. Those are the 2 updates. Yeah, Bard was definitely a class that was made. That was already data mined. Like, how long was it? Like, it was multiple years before it even launched, but it never dropped until like 2021. That's gonna be, I mean, just being 100% real. Just want to be transparent with anything this game related. I don't like just trying to be what is it, like I don't try to sugarcoat a lot of things. If there's something that I just don't like, I will just straight on say it. So I just gotta keep it at 100 on many things. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, then I don't. Whatever. Alright, dude. Have a good one. Thank you for dropping by. I will end very soon as well, because obviously the test server is broken. I've already done the testing that I want. This is essentially a bonus stream comparable to what I did last night, where I was just discussing the patch notes. Now that I was just doing the testing on Mystic Gems. And for those who don't know or still are wondering what are going to be the Mystic Gem, how good they are comparable to Crystal Gems, how much do they look alike, and all of that. Do I have some bad news for you. I have some very, very bad news for you right now. Again, this is all subject to change, and it all depends if they are going to fix, which honestly they should, just being real. They should 100% fix the Mystic Gem and should rebalance it completely. But Mystic Gem currently right now sucks complete ass. It is not even funny how bad Mystic Gems are. They essentially have the same stats and same leveling curve as Crystal Gem, all the way until level 25. So a Mystic Gem has the exact same level 1 stat, gets the exact same upgrades all the way, heck, all the way until level 30, they get the exact same upgrade. So it's literally just Crystal Gems. But after level 25, they are more expensive in terms of gem dust or gem sparks. And anything prior to that, like anything below level 25, costs more flux to upgrade than Crystal Gems, like more than double the amount. So it costs more than double the amount of flux to upgrade the crystal gem while costing the same amount of gem dust and giving you the same amount of stats as a crystal gem. And once you do reach to level 25 all the way to level 30, it costs more resources than a crystal gem while granting the exact same stats and PR. There's no difference between a mystic gem level 30 and a crystal gem level 30 currently right now. After level 30, 30, 31, or rather 31 to 34 and 5, those have the exact same upgrade in terms of stats. Then let's just say from level 25 to 30. So the difference that you do see a gem, a crystal gem from 25 to 30 is the exact same stat that you do get from 30 to 35. Which is like 100 light, by the way, in terms of like light, which is what most people are more curious about. It's like 100 light for cosmic gems per gem. And like 200 light on the empower gem, but the empower gem is something completely different. I'm talking mainly just on lesser gems. You can only grind fire, water, and air gems. You cannot grind cosmic gems, and the only way to get cosmic mystic gems is through conversion, which is dumb. And speaking of conversion are extraordinarily expensive, costing 200 Souls of the Depths and 600, not 600, it's like 10? What is it, 10 gem sparks, mystic gem sparks? Is it 10 or 20? I don't even remember. I don't even want to remember. It's like 10 gem sparks per conversion. I don't remember if it's 10 or 20. I don't even want to remember. I don't even care if it is 10 or 20. It's bad regardless. You need that amount of mystic gem spark to convert a crystal to a mystic, and you need to do that 3 times because your cosmic gems, or rather 2 times if you want to only go for the regular gems, the lesser gems, which you cannot grind, by the way. So it's so dumb. Like, think about this for a second. It costs you 200 Souls of the Depth for 1 conversion. You need at the very minimum 2 conversions if you don't want to spend qubits, probably, or credits. I don't know the prices of the store one. Hopefully there is qubits, and probably it's going to cost like 30,000 at the very minimum. That's being generous. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go like, oh yes, no, that will cost 50k of qubits. Har har. Because Souls of the Depths are very expensive and very difficult to obtain. So we want the end game player to be like, yes, spend a lot. You have a lot of qubits to spend. Har har har. You know, fun times. So it costs that amount to upgrade 200 Souls of the Depths, which are very difficult, plus the Mystic Gem Shard to get 1, and there are 12 gems at the very least. So if you wanted to do a full conversion using in-game resources, it will cost you 2,400. 2,400, by the way. Gems, Souls of the Depths. A reminder, 2,400 if you wanted to do a full conversion using in-game resources. Souls of the Depths, which is completely stupid. And then you have to upgrade that to what, like 35, and then you barely get any stats, which is just a pain in the ass. Just think about that for a second. If anyone is just going to be like, oh no, Mystic Gems are not that, no. Just tell them no. Just straight on no. If they say Mystic Gems are bad, just say no. Just point the finger, just say no. Bad. They are bad. Hush. They are horrible. They are terrible. No. Get the hell out of here. Like, seriously, no. Just straight on no. Like, don't even bother. They are bad. They are extremely bad, horrible, ass juice, whatever the hell you want to call it. They are bad. They are not an upgrade. They look like more of a side grade. They take too long to get, and they literally just bring you barely any benefit. They are supposed to be the next tier of gen that you use to do long shade faster, so you can grind for Mystic Gear faster. But at the end of the day, they don't grant you any more stats than normal, and they are they don't grant you that much stats comparable to Crystal Gems, so they are not going to make you do long shade faster. Horrible, trash, caca, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to lose my voice if I just keep going like this. My God. Mystic Gems, yeah, Mystic Gems and Mystic Gear, both of them cause more like mental damage than in-game damage. Both of them are equally ass. Are both equal ass. Mystic Gear is, before anyone say that it is not that bad, no, they are also ass. They're bad. Really bad. Like, I cannot stress it enough. They cost way too long to upgrade. They take too long to get to the point that you can actually just upgrade Mystic to Mystic Gear. And then it takes so long to upgrade, and then you barely get any stats at the end of the day. So a maxed out C5 versus a maxed out Mystic barely, like in terms of kill time, isn't that big of a difference. And it is the same thing with gems. Maxed out Mystic Gems, at least on the light spectrum. And I would assume also in the terms of stats, like I don't think the stats aren't even that much greater. So yeah, there's nothing else for me to just say. They're bad. Plain and simple. They're bad. They're horrible. Too expensive. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this, and then just drop it in like, oh yes, the players are going to love this. We're going to drop update because the players have duplicated so many gem dust. Har. Because every single player has 12,000 hours apparently. Or 12,000 hours to spare. Har. You know what? I want to be like one of those. I want to be like one of those players one of these days. You know, that one of those players that go like, oh yes, it's not so bad. At least we have content. Har. It's like, okay. I want to be like one of those players. Which is something that... Dude. Whenever I just hear that, it makes me want to just crash out a little bit. Like, what do you mean? At least we have content. Like, what? I just don't like that argument. Because that to me is like the problem. Like one of the problems. At least we have content, we have something to grind for, but look at yourself if you actually do that. Hey, are you maxed out? How long did it take you to max out that equipment? Do you expect every single player to do the exact same thing that you did? Don't give me any of that, oh yes, at least there's content BS, because not every single person is going to have that same mentality as you. Like me personally, like I just mentioned before, I could easily just say, oh yes, no, Mystic Gears is completely, or Mystic Gems is completely fine. I have 1.7 million qubits, I can just convert all of my gems, and upgrading, no problem. I can just grind all of the gem dust because I can just speed farm long shade quite easily. Just get gem sparks. I have what, like 20,000 difficulty 14 boxes, and God knows how many boxes in Geotopside to upgrade all of my gems. Oh, no big deal. I can just get a lot of spark. Woohoo! And to me, it's like, oh yes, that's not that big of a deal because I already have everything. At least I have content. I can just play the game. Har. But no, it's not. It's not good. I'm just heal. Hell, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to argue these dumbass updates because I just would like more people to just enjoy the journey. Like, I'm not doing this for myself. I don't even care. Like, I probably have the resources to do everything really quickly, regardless, but I just want the general player base to just enjoy this game. That's all I want. That's to me the most important. I don't care too much about me. I've already seen the end game of this game. I've already maxed out. Please, just give that to the other players so they can experience it. Rather than just, instead of looking at me as an impossible goal to achieve, more like a possible goal to achieve and something that they can just do. Instead of just a newer mid-game player just looking at someone like me being like, oh, that is just impossible for me to reach, rather than I just wanted to be like, oh, I want to get to that point. It shouldn't take me too like that insane amount of time to get to that point. Or something, I don't know. Look at me as a goalpost, not as an impossibility or something. I know it may look completely weird to anyone who doesn't know like anything and just looking at me like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? Like end game, you haven't even reached end game. Look at you, you're 42.5. What are you talking about, mid-game player? You're complaining about yourself because you're 42.5. And I'm just like, no. Wait. This is not my main account. This is just my PC account that I barely use. Mainly just use it right now for footage. Or whenever there's a big notable update. Like when it happened with Sunrise and now with this one. No. I am good. I am essentially maxed out. I am 970 something. I don't even remember my mastery at this point. What is my mastery? No, you know what? Let me go to Xbox. Let me just put myself into a little bit more authority and just be like, oh yeah, look at me, I am big boy. Hold on. Let me go into my no life account. Oh. Reconnect my controller. ¡Ay! Joder. Maldita sea. Let me go into my no life account. Hold on. Can I? There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, hopefully, like, there's a little bit more validation to what the hell I'm saying. I mean, it does. I don't think it generally matters. There we go. Hopefully that's more familiar with a lot of people, I guess. What is my mastery? 978. Yeepy. Let me check something. 231 and 2. It's like 220 difference. I don't know if I'm. Oh yeah, I'm still missing Moon Touch of all time. What the hell am I even saying? Never actually got that stupid ally. Spent 3 weeks on grinding that ally. Never actually got it as a drop. And even was asking people to just sell it. I was like, hey, I'm buying it for 100 mil. No one actually even decided to sell it. But yeah, these are credit budget prices, like 13.5 mil. But yeah, it's what else I need to say? It's like there's nothing else for me to say. Like I got again 1.7 mil crits. I'm like pretty alright in that. If I go, let me just hold on. Let me do one. Let me do one quick swap on HDMI. So you can actually just see my night on long shade in case you are curious on what a maxed out player does inside long shade. So where the hell? I just want to do a regular dungeon. So if you're curious what is a maxed out, well, not a maxed out, it's a knight. And you know, kill time is just very consistent. World bosses, you know, it should be pretty easy to do. So I could be like, well, yes, I don't have a problem with long shade, yee. What do you mean deep stone? I need to look for a swarm dungeon so you see how easy, much easier it's going to be. It's a medieval highland, so medieval highlands usually have a lot of swarms. No, I don't want to do 5 stars. You, 5 stars. Hold on, let me... Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Wait, here's a swarm. So this is essentially how fast I would be able to complete swarms. Rather easily. But once again, exception, not the expectation. Not the regular, not the norm. This is just an exception. And why not? Let me just do that. I did a dodge with a knight. Sorry, I just committed a sin. And if you're curious about like 5-star dungeons, how would a knight do in 5-star? Do I even have unyielding? Yes, I do. Just in case. I mean, I showcase this many times. Just for anyone who's just curious about the knight. This is the only problem, like curse calls. Oh, get the hell out of here. That's just mainly because of these range enemies. I had to chase them down, just kill them. So I had to just essentially just kite the close range next to a long range enemy so I can just get rid of it. This one has bonus HP. I had to get... Oh, there you go. Come here. Everyone close together so I can actually just get rid of them real quickly. Get rid of these 2 world bosses, or at least world bosses and dungeon. There we go. Yuppie, completed. Yay. Oh, there's another world boss. Come here. Yay. And I got 15 trunks. Well, GG's. There you go. That's a knight in Longshade. Well, 48.1 with 12 essentially 12.5k light. Not boosted by Sunder Uplands shenanigans. You only have 1-star Mystic. Which also made me curious. Hold on, let me check. Okay, can you like not attack me? 10.5, 10.5. $10.5, 8.7. Geez, not even close. I wanted to test out Moon Touch of all time, but no. I still the only one is the Fire Beats. I believe that's the... Oh. Ow. 10.9? Yeah, 10.9. With 1 stack of Berserk Valor. That would be technically my highest damage. That one. That ally right there. I don't know why I don't use it. I think I was the last time that I was using this character for a pseudo speed farming. Because I like running from point A to point B doing dungeons. Especially like I believe I was doing a Gearcrafter's Vault grind session. I believe that was what I was doing. A Gearcrafter's Vault grind session, and look at these dungeons. Easy. But Gearcrafter's Vault in difficulty 15 with potions. See if I can just do them real quickly. I mean, I already gave you a showcase on what it is. You don't need to see me just grind. And in here, in this portal. So 18,000, 27,000 of the U10 or like cosmics. Put this. No, not you here. All right. Who tried to snipe me? God damn it. The hate. El hate. El hate, el hate, el hate. Oh, I forgot to put this right down here. A depth core. And that's it. And I could always go back and start grinding like 5-star dungeons again. I got so many of those keys. Essentially, that is like what, like 1.5 or something. 1.4 to 1.5 of the depth cores right there for those boxes or for those keys. Which could be enough to actually just get these two out the way. And just have every mastery item. Which I could do it. I could do it. But I really don't feel like doing it. It's gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so real. I really don't feel like doing it. But anyways, let me go back to my club. I think I will just end the stream here. It's been a little over 3 hours. I'll grab something to eat, which I have food right here, right next to me. Probably just watch some videos and hope for something else, I guess. But anyways, I think I did all of the things that I wanted to do. Especially this is essentially part 2 of yesterday's stream, where I could actually do some testing and check everything out myself. See if I get something out of it. Usually on streams I get like what? I usually get something drop. I usually get lucky. Usually. It's 500 gems. Well, volts, so should be one of the least thing that I should expect. With 500 boxes, how many C5 am I going to get? My answer is probably none. And I don't think I need C5. Probably a little one hat here and there, but that's about it. Yeah. Nice. Well, that's it for me. I don't have a lot of things to say. Thank you everyone for dropping by as always. Thank you for sticking us. And thank you for just watching this ranty part 2 stream, whatever. I will stream if there is any notable big changes, but if there isn't, then just might put in some community tab. So if you haven't subbed, I do post a lot of things regarding the community tab, especially like smaller news. If there is like any news that isn't that big, I usually also post the videos that I already make. I also post them right there. You know, boost my ego, let's just say. So don't forget to just hit the subscribe for the big numbers for no reason. I don't know. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't even care. But thank you everyone for dropping by. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Take care. Keep on hunting. And if there's any notable big changes, I'll let you know. So yeah.